Hello everyone, and welcome back to another one of our nature vlogs. And look at this! Look at these guys! I was so excited to see these little ones. Oh my goodness! I love slugs and I love mushrooms. I don't know why, I just think they are one of the coolest things on the entire planet, mushrooms. They're so diverse and there's so many of them, and look at these slugs go! So, as you guys have seen in our previous nature vlogs, it has been raining so much up here in the Appalachian Mountains. I just cannot believe how rainy it is. I know I live in a temperate rainforest, but when you're actually living here and it just rains nonstop and it's always wet outside, then you really understand what it means to be like in a rainforest. Doesn't that sound silly? But the end result is that all of these mushrooms have been popping up absolutely everywhere, which made me so excited because I absolutely love mushrooms. I think that they're one of the coolest things. Oh man, and check this out, check this out. I'm going to show you guys. Look, there's another slug! Okay, seriously, try to count how many slugs are working their way towards this mushroom throughout the video, because I couldn't believe how many slugs were out here. What's up, little guy? Hey, come on. Come this way. Come this way. But yeah, there were a ton of little slugs out and about, and I was totally amazed because I didn't know, like I kind of had an idea, but I didn't know that slugs ate mushrooms. And I found out that there's actually a special word for these mushroom eating slugs, and look at them. You can see two of them working their way over to this bounty, and I imagine for a slug, a giant mushroom popping up in the yard is just like this wonderful amount of food, because these mushrooms literally show up overnight, which is really interesting. They tend to come up from the pine bedding that our apartment complex spreads around the pine trees near our home, and they just poop, like poop. They pop right up just overnight, just like that. And the slugs really love them. They just descend upon the mushroom. This one is bigger than the size of my hand, this mushroom. Oh, and by the way, these slugs don't really appreciate. You can see this slug heading for the other little slug. And if you watch, the little slug does not like that. And I actually found out that these leopard slugs will eat one another, especially the big slugs eating the little slugs. And you can see evidence on the bottom if you look carefully to the left of the mushroom. On the stem, you can see where other slugs have come along and they have nibbled quite a bit at the base of that mushroom. So I've been looking closer at a lot of the mushrooms that grow around our yard and have noticed that you can actually see where they have been eaten at the base. And once I saw a squirrel sitting outside holding a mushroom and turning it and eating it, kind of like you or I would eat a corn cob, like a corn on the cob. So it was really cool, but you can see the little slug here making a run for it, and he's realizing that he's cornered. He's got a big slug on the bottom, big slug on the top, and he just kind of twirls around and goes back to eating his mushroom. But this was just so much fun. You can see how they're all drawn to the mushroom, almost like it's emitting some sort of smell that they can sense, and they all show up here to start just munching on it. When I came back later, there was quite a bit of the mushroom left, but you could see trails where the slugs had literally crawled their way over, and that guy's taken his time trying to work his way over there. He was huge. He was probably about a 7-inch slug, that guy. But they're working their way over the surface of the mushroom and leaving trails where they eat. So it's really, really kind of cool. Also, do you see this little guy? I know it's kind of hard to see him. There's a teeny baby little leopard slug behind there too.